Good afternoon. My name is Mary Pat McKee and I'm with the Northside Farmers Market. Northside Farmers Market and CAIN, Churches Active in Northside, collaborated on a recipe series called Budget Recipes. This afternoon we are going to take a recipe from the winter recipe series and make a sweet potato and black bean stew. So first of all, I've gathered all of my ingredients and I will be peeling the sweet potato as such. And once you've peeled the sweet potato, chop it into segments about 1 inch thick, and then we will proceed to dice the potato so that we have equal pieces about this big. So that will be for our sweet potato. Then we're going to mince garlic. So we'll peel the garlic. Get the peels out of the way. And then when we mince it, it'll be very small. Okay, a bit smaller. I think you got the idea there. And then we'll move on to the onion. Next, we're going to dice up the onion into small pieces. Get the peel off. So you want the onion to be a little bit smaller than the potato and a little bit larger than the garlic. And so this is about the size of what you want your onion dice to be. Once you have all your onions diced, you're going to put some olive oil into the pot that you're going to cook with. About 2 tablespoons is what we're going to use. Finicky sometimes. There we go. And then we'll add our onion and garlic to the pan. This is a nice recipe because you only need to get 1 pan dirty. And so there's only 1 to clean because you're cooking everything in the same pan. Spread the onion and garlic out in the pan so that it can cook evenly, and we'll wait for about 3 to 4 minutes until it becomes translucent in the cooking. So you can see that it's white right now, and then it should be almost clear that you can see through it. Now that your onions and garlic have cooked a little bit and you can see the color change, we're going to add our chili powder and then our cumin, and let them continue to cook for a minute, just to kind of brown and roast and bring out some of the oils and the spices to get the flavor out with them as well. Mixing that pretty well. Then next we're going to add our broth. You can add broth or water. If you want to make this a vegan dish, you can use vegetable broth instead of a chicken stock that the recipe calls for. And what we're going to do is bring this now to a boil. So I'm going to turn the heat back up. And now we wait again for it to come to a boil. For the sweet potatoes, the recipe calls for them to be boiled in the broth as you're bringing it up to a boil. But what I've done today is I've roasted the sweet potatoes separately in the oven because I wanted to make my dinner a little bit quicker the next day. So that's another option. And so I'm adding my oven roasted sweet potatoes to the broth as it comes to a boil. And then next we'll be able to add the rest of the ingredients. Our first ingredients, we have a can of dark red kidney beans. and these will go into the pot. We have a can of black beans. If you had other beans around your house, an extra can laying around, you could always substitute navy beans or cannelli beans or any other kind of bean that you would like. And finally, the recipe calls for 2 cans of diced tomatoes, but I just bought one larger can that was the same size as 2 cans combined. If you're using the pre-baked sweet potatoes, then your dinner can come together in less than 20 minutes because all you're waiting now is for the onions to cook, adding everything to the pot, and then bringing everything to a boil. So we're just going to finish right now and just add a little bit of extra salt to bring up the seasoning, a little bit of extra pepper, and our sweet potato black bean chili is almost ready. All of the ingredients for this tasty, healthy dinner can be purchased at the Northside Farmers Market. Sweet potatoes are in season generally from early September all the way through early spring. And then because we have the Apple Street Market, they sell canned goods and olive oil. And there are other vendors that have a variety of fresh herbs and spices for you to season the food the way you like it. Enjoy.